All right, here we go. Um, this is the house on the 99 acres in Chattahoochee, and we're going to take you around the property and show you part of the perimeter here. It's quite big, but we'll take it a little bit at a time. It gets lengthy and some of it's kind of slow. Here's our canopy driveway coming up to the house. We're going to go out to the Blue Star Highway here, or Highway 90, I guess it's called. And those were the only two water puddles we really saw on the whole property, other than the little creek in the back. Hey, and Brian, look, there's no no fence for the gate. I mean, you can lock it, but can't keep you out. Anyway, we just come around to the right here. This is our neighbor Dole Owens. This is his driveway going to his property. It runs right parallel to the side of our property. We're not going to go back in there at this moment, but just so you can get an idea of the gateway into paradise. This is really nice area. The color on the camera is a little bit washed out. I guess I could have changed a couple settings. I don't know, or shielded the camera just a little bit from the sun there. Give it, get that sunburst effect out of there. And it does wobble a little bit. I stuck one camera up on the front fender, looking forward, and I put the other GoPro to the side fender, looking aft, which I'll show you here a little later. The general area, the general 5-acre area of where we lost it. Anyway, we're out on the frontage of the property, traveling west. Just trying to get a feel of how big the property is, and even with the frontage, the property is wider than the actual frontage because it I don't know, it's cut short and then it angles over just a little bit instead of being a full rectangle. But I can show you that here in just a second as well. There goes Mike on his Kawasaki. We had a blast. Spent all day just traipsing through the woods and mowing through the grass. Reminds me of being a kid in San Diego there. Although the brush in San Diego was nothing like this. Okay, this is the northwest corner of the 99 acres, or at least on the frontage side of it. Right there. You can see it angles back as you get about a quarter of the way back down the property. Again, this is Blue Star Memorial Blue Star Highway, or I guess State Road 90. It's a main furrow through for traffic, but really, I mean, the traffic is not all that thick. We just kind of picking and choosing which bushes and trees we wanted to trample. Now this driveway we're gonna make this nice and pretty. This will be the driveway going back to the homestead, but we won't come in from the road where we did it. It actually circles back around by the wooden house. I'm trying to shorten some of this. We stopped and looked around. There are several beautiful cedar trees along the left here. Blueberry bushes. Sherry's been bugging me for a magnolia tree. She wants a magnolia tree. And I tell you what, she's got them now by the hundreds. Anyway, this we're hoping to make the homestead right in this area right here. Put the house looking towards you as you're coming in, so you would be driving up to the main estate, looking at it this way. We may even widen it up a little bit, but all this grass in here is mowable right now. I just don't think it's been mowed in a while. We've named this the West Trail. Again, we are continuing south on the west end of the property. The fence line is just to our right, I don't know, 20 feet or so, 30 feet. And as we get further back in here, we're just gonna, it keeps wandering a little, the trail wanders just a little bit to the east. Quite a few pines in here. Some beech trees. A lot of oak, different kinds of oak that I'm not familiar with. You can see the magnolia tree there on the left. Coming up, you'll see there's several magnolias on the right. Those big leaf-looking trees there. Some more magnolias here to the left. She sure got her share of the magnolias. This is all pretty high ground too. I doubt it wouldn't flood. More of those magnolias to the right. This is a pretty nice trail back through here. You can tell it's been well maintained. one of the properties we looked at earlier had, I believe it was 13 acres, and the entire property was a huge canopy, similar to this. Back in here, you didn't really get to see the sun a whole lot. Again, the filming here is it's kind of whitewashed out, and I'm not sure as to why, but you're not going to catch a suntan back here for sure. I think we ran the camera for about an hour and a half or something like that. This is only a short little segment of the beginning of it. We got further down the road here and ran out of trail, so we started making our own, and had actually gotten ourselves lost or stuck. You know, we didn't know which way to go, and even though we just bulldozed a trail through the trees and the bushes and everything, we couldn't figure out which way we just come from, and we got concerned there for a few minutes, you know. AT&T doesn't work in this part of the woods very well at all. Not to mention we left our phones back up in the Hummer. Yeah, the bike we're on right now is the bike that we lost on the way home. Somewhere in, I'm guessing somewhere in South Georgia. Haven't a clue. But hopefully somebody will call and report it. Hopefully it wasn't damaged too bad. I mean, this is, the camera doesn't do it justice. It really doesn't. And now, well, let's see. Somewhere in here, we started slowing down and not paying attention, and lost the other GoPro camera. And its case. This was an expensive day for me. But we had fun doing it. That was for sure. See, in spots like this, we had to stop and look around and try to figure out which was the best way to go and what your next move is going to be, because what trees or tree lines or these bikes are pretty wide and heavy, so they need a good trail to go through, or you need to be able to knock the trail down as you go through it.